What do you think the appropriate sentence should be? What do you think the appropriate sentence should be?
Well, of course I'm biased, so I don't want to say because right now, the judge has to make a call, so I don't want to try to
Will you be representing her on her appeal?
I'll be representing her as a citizen. She qualifies.
All right, guys. Well, couldn't get much sound there, but we'll continue. We'll stay here and pick it up as it comes along.
part of the press conference.
And it's over.
Oh, good.
Do you think state's going to talk? Do you think the state is going to talk?
I don't know. This came on. He just happened to be standing out here.
Yeah.
So I got on as best I could. I don't think my footage is very good.
Yeah, no, I was there from the beginning, but our sound wasn't that good. Now we're gonna follow this crew over here and see if we can get anything else. There goes Owens. I don't think the sound is going to be any better here, guys, so bear with us.
We got some shoulders in there, don't worry about it.
Everyone ready?
Yes.
All right, so today, as we know, Sarah Boone was convicted of second-degree murder for her boyfriend, Courtroom, Virginia. Those events happened stemming from an incident from February 23rd of 2020, where she zipped her boyfriend up in a suitcase and where she claimed a game of hide and seek. And 2 videos were produced from her where he was begging for his life, and they were horrific turn of events. And she didn't try to let him out. She didn't do anything to help him. She went upstairs with his son. And so this is one of the very horrific homicides. Nobody really should have to endure this type of struggle and fight for their lives and have to die alone, begging for their last breath on the side of a suitcase like this. And the jury did amazing work. I'm thankful for our chief homicide, Will J, and our assistant state attorney, Dave Cacciatore. They did amazing work. Some caught me in the courtyard. I was like, I get briefings about this every single day, what they've been doing. But we're excited that they were able to bring this home with a victory because today justice was served with the conviction of Sarah Boone from this very horrific homicide that occurred. And so, if you have any questions in terms of this, specific questions asked about my quizzes because they did all the great work, so they deserve really good.
Yes, we're very happy to give some closure for the Torres family and some justice.
Strong criminal arguments for the guilty parents of what do you think
I think after 4.5 years and numerous delays, I think they were finally just happy to see this case go to trial and be able to put this one to rest.
What do you think the appropriate sentence should be?
Was there a comment on sentencing?
You expect the verdict to come out in October or an hour and police immediate.
You don't have expectations?
What do you think about the case law with respect to Martinez? I know there was a strongly worded letter you all signaled you will be sending. Is that right for judicial review higher up?
Can't really talk about the judicial arguments.
How was it in the courtroom for you and Kate in terms of obviously moments of tension and also moments of levity, which is different than a typical battle?
I wouldn't say it was a different relationship.
What would you say to the jurors who are here for 2 weeks on these cases of on jury selection and of course of evidence to look at and like that? What do you think is
Thank them for their service.
Will, but you know that it was George Burroughs and another working at the court today and
I was made after. happened to you?
Yeah.
Spoke to her along with the rest of the Torres family after the verdict. Listened to them.
A strong rebuttal yesterday from your folks. What do you think of that evidence showed the jurors and meant for this case?
Final question for me is, were you stunned that she didn't come back to you?
It's not for us to say.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Just want to say we appreciate your tie.
All right, thank you.
Good work.
Okay.
Looking for Ben. He took, let's see, I wonder what he went to. All right. So there you have it, guys. Verdict is in. You want to give a quick little recap?
Okay, that'd be fine.
Yeah. Here, let's go down to our little spot here.
All right.
Bye. Nice to see you guys.
Take care.
And Kristen, if you're watching, I took a picture of this. Okay, go ahead. Kristen, if you're watching, I took a picture of this earlier, but I forgot to show it to you. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that.
Girl with doves, that's called.
Girl with doves, yeah. So that's right outside the courthouse. All right, guys, we're going to do a quick little live recap here with Mert, who is in the courtroom. So just bear with us for 2 seconds. But wow, what a day.
Yeah, what a day and what a trial.
What a day and what a trial. I think this might be,
Yeah, that'd be fine.
hopefully we'll have enough light here, which I think we will, but we're going to give it a shot. All right. All right. How you doing, guys? I am Chris, the squeegee of justice. I'm here with Mert, and he has been in the courtroom the entire time, along with Jules. Jules is not with us tonight, but Mert has been with us from day one, and we've been doing updates at lunchtime. And here we are, the end of the verdict. I'm like out of breath. How do you feel?
Yeah, I am dog tired. I'm gonna sleep like a rock tonight.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm glad the verdict came back to what we all wanted, and now we're gonna have an epilogue December 2nd when they have the sentencing hearing to determine what she's going to get, if there's any aggravating circumstances to add to it and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And she's facing probably 20 years.
What kind of aggravated circumstances?
Putting him in the suitcase,
Okay.
Being cruel to him and, ripping up his birth certificate and just, blackmailing him basically, and just berating him, all the things that she did, all the threats, getting him arrested for things he did not do, luring him to the house and then having him arrested. I mean, she is one mean woman, so...
Pretty wicked, yeah.
Pretty wicked. So this adds to what they call aggravating circumstances, and on the other side, the defense is going to try and call what they call mitigating circumstances, which gets into the domestic violence, which is why they're going to have the doctor testify and stuff like that. And this is a relatively short hearing. It should take about 2 hours total.
Right.
The defense one side is going to have an hour and the other side is going to have about the same. So we're looking at probably the whole afternoon, because if this starts at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, it'll be done by 4
Yeah.
at the latest, and
Now-
then we'll know for sure.
No, I got there at the beginning of Mr. Owens' press conference, and you got there maybe midway through or so. I saw you pop in. I
Yeah.
couldn't really hear him because I know everybody's like saying sound, sound, sound. I couldn't hear him, and I was like 5 feet away from him. So I know you guys couldn't hear him. I mean, you basically had to have a mic right underneath his mouth in order to hear him. So
Well, that's
did
the bane of smartphones.
did you happen to
Okay,
catch any of what he said?
Some of the tidbits I caught is he stated that Sarah would not have taken any kind of plea deal. She was adamant. She pretty well ran the show. And, they really didn't get into any tit for tat with the state as far as saying that, they said there was a lot of things that weren't considered excessive use of force by police and other stuff. They were kind of disappointed that things weren't looked into further. And, but all in all, they just said, well, we lost this one, on to the next show,
Yeah. Now, he was asked if he was going to represent her.
He's going to represent her in the post-sentencing investigation,
Okay.
but he will not be in the appellate court, which is, they use a different set of lawyers for that, people that are specialized in that area, and he did say that the state will probably pick up the tab for that as well.
Okay. And how was the family reacting when the verdict was read? happen to catch
They
that?
didn't say, well, the prosecution came in on that, and they really didn't say a whole heck of a lot. They just said they talked to the family and so on and so forth, but they didn't come out with too much.
No,
There
I
was
mean,
a lot of we can't talk about it type things.
No, in the actual courtroom when the verdict was read, did you happen to catch the reaction then? or-
They were very still. There was no reaction at all, no smiles on the faces. They just sat there
Yeah.
while their verdict was read, and then almost immediately they got up and left.
Okay. And how about the jury? Because some juries come in and they look at the defendant and...
The jury
how
did
were they?
not look at the defendant when they came in, did not look at the defendant when the thing was read, and
Verdict
they
was
did
read,
not look during the polling. They stared straight at the judge.
Wow. Okay.
And that is usually an indication. When you see a jury come in and they will not look at the defendant, you can pretty well guess it's a guilty plea.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Because they just don't want to look the person in the eye. They don't.
Right.
If it was a not guilty plea, they probably would have looked at the jury or looked at the defendant, because they
And smiled even. Or
yeah,
given
maybe
like,
even given
something.
some kind of a wink or something
Yeah.
to let her know that it's good news.
We
But
got you,
that didn't-
yeah.
They just avoided her like the plague.
Right. Now, we could only see Sarah's head, from the back. Were you able to see her react at all? Did she do anything?
She, strangely enough, just like she's always been, very minimal reaction. Now, when Owen started talking to her afterwards, she was kind of, very chatty, and I couldn't register exactly her reaction, but she wasn't happy. I know that.
Yeah.
And she didn't like the fact that she had to be put back in restraints again. They took her over in one corner and put the restraints on her.
Right.
And the judge did the thing where he told her, well, you've been found guilty and so on and so forth. So there was that. So it was, all the trials that I've covered, it was pretty well. She's just one of these that just said, oh, well, I lost that one.
Right. Right.
But-
And she was in restraints when the verdict was read, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They would not take the restraints off. This was on orders of the county jail. What they did is they allowed her to sit. She didn't have to stand up or anything. Everybody, the judge had everybody remain seated. There was no point in having us get up for the jury. And he cautioned anybody not to have any reaction, happy or sad. If anybody can't restrain themselves, they need to get out of the courtroom.
Yeah.
And nobody did any reacting. We all just sat there and went silently, went, holy,
Right.
So
right.
it was, well-behaved gallery.
Gotcha. Yeah, I did ask. I told Mr. J at the very end of his press conference. I said, "We love your tie," and he said, "Thank you." That was about it.
Yeah, we couldn't get what kind of bird it was out of.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm
so-
going to do some research on that one.
All right. Any final thoughts before we let you go?
Well, I'll say this. It's been my utmost pleasure to work with Chris,
Oh,
work with you guys on the chat and everyone, including Julian. It's been a pleasure to be in the chat with you guys. You guys have got one of the best chats I've ever seen on the internet, and I've been in a lot of.
well, thank you, my friend. I appreciate
You're quite
that.
welcome.
Yeah, it's been a
You
good
know,
good
You
collaboration.
guys have been a joy, and you'll see me in on some of the other trials that you're probably going to be covering. I'll come in as a guest. I won't be in the courtroom, unfortunately, but I'll come in there.
Sure.
I'll just be the ordinary chatter like the rest of you guys.
All right. Well,
And-
we like your perspective.
Yeah, we'll go from there.
All right, sounds good. All right, guys, thank you for watching. This actually concludes our coverage of Sarah Boone for now. We will cover her sentencing. I won't be here live. Do you think you'll be down here for the sentencing?
I will be down here live.
Okay, all right, so we'll...
And I will find out if there's going to be a feed. If not, I'll just, I might tap into the portal myself
Okay,
and do it. But if there's no camera, there's no reason to be in there. But
right.
I'm thinking one of the locals might be down here to stream it to their website. So I'm just gonna, as time gets close, I'm gonna start talking to people that I know and see what's gonna happen with coverage here.
Okay, and that's going to be December 2nd.
Yeah, December 2nd
Okay.
at 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay, all right. So before we say goodbye, you guys can follow Mert on...
It's from the desk at Mert Witness 1. And I had 7 people in there. A couple of you subbed me and came in the chat before the PC crashed. I think there was something wrong with the internet connection on the PC, and it went down because I was over in a corner away from the family, and I think it blocked the signal from the Wi-Fi.
And you're on Twitter as well, X?
Yeah, I'm on Twitter at Mert Witness 1.
Okay, so give Mert some love, and I thank you all for popping in tonight. If you like what you see, please consider subscribing, become a member. We have a lot of really great trials coming up, a lot of fun things planned for you all, and hit the notification bell so you know when we go live, because when we're covering live trials, it happens in a heartbeat, and we can't always plan for it, but we love you guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you down the road.
Okay, and like, subscribe, hit the notification button on my channel, because I will be doing background coverage on the Maddie murder case. I'm going to be going to locations where everything took place. The parking garage. I'm going to revisit the murder scene where she was found.
This
the
is Soto,
apartments.
the Soto.
Yeah, Madeline
Stephen
Soto.
Okay, Stephen
Yeah,
Stearns.
Maddie.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll be visiting them, and I'll be doing research into Mr. Stearns while he's in jail and all that. That's kind of what I do with these cases. I start following them from the moment they hit until the last gavel falls.
I think that's how we found you. You were in the last...
Yeah,
that's how we found you.
You know, what happened was I just happened to be in court for the Stearns trial, and I was doing my thing where I live tweet out because it didn't allow cameras, and that's how I found out that everything had been continued and that he was in his orange jumpsuit, which I didn't recognize him. It was pointed out to me later that that was him in there, and I said, oh, and I said, whoops. So, and they're splitting that one up into 2 trials. In February, they're going to have a pretrial hearing like they normally do, a status hearing, and then I guess towards the end of the September, that is going to be the child crimes. And then the murder trial itself is going to be in October.
Okay. Well, we're looking forward to that. We're looking forward to your on the ground. I would like to show up for that one. We'll talk about that later, but at least you'll be there. And
yeah, because what I can do is that I can come into the chat and do what I did here, even though it's shut down. Because when I saw that you were covering it, that's why I came in and said what I said, because I just happened to be there.
Yeah, no, that was perfect.
And so I'll probably do the same thing again, so that you guys know what's going on with the Stearns if Chris doesn't show up.
Perfect.
And I'll be in, we can always be in contact with each other to see what's going on.
Sounds good. All right.
All right.
Thanks for
bye,
watching,
guys.
everybody.
See you online eventually.
Thanks, everybody, for watching. We really appreciate it, and we love you. Have a good night. We'll see you down the road. Bye.